Colonel!
What?
I'm disappointed in you, Colonel! Ah!
What do you think you're doing?
It's not too late. Stop the coup now!
Never.
If that's your decision, prepare yourself!
Stop, please! Brother, please! Don't you remember? Zero saved my life.
Oh. Very well then. I'll spare your life for now. But next time, there'll be no mercy.
Zero, please, don't fight with my brother. If you do, I'm afraid that one of you may end up...
Someone must stop Repliforce!
Zero!
And stop Repliforce we shall. Welcome back to Megaman X4. Let's get into probably my least favorite stage in this game. Jet Stingray.
Jet Stingray!
Who destroyed a city, I guess.
Ready!
This is an auto-scroller. We're in this ride bike like from Megaman X2, only this time it can dash. And the dash does massive damage. There's also a heart tank and a sub-tank we'll have to collect here. And I only die a handful of times. This one is on purpose because I totally missed the heart tank, which is on the lower path.
Ready!
So while this is a auto-scroller stage, you can speed it up by doing the dashes. It does make you go faster, which I guess makes that unique amongst other auto-scrolling stages in other games. This isn't like a Mario airship level where you have to go at the speed that you're given. You can go a little faster if you really want to. And it's kind of funny how the first half of this stage is much more difficult, I'd say, than the second half. Here's my full attempt where I don't die this time. But yeah, sorry about not uploading consistently. Been having this terrible issue with my throat. It's been getting very dry. It makes it difficult for me to speak sometimes. But I seem to be alright today, and I'm gonna see if I can't record at least the rest of X4. Want to get that out before Thanksgiving. This part always gets me the first time around. I died that many times even with some practice beforehand. But here we are with the second half of the stage, and I definitely didn't die another time and have to restart. Nuh-uh. I definitely didn't do that. There's a Stingray. We actually hit him there. If you don't hit him out of the air, he will start dropping these little, like, homing missiles that he uses during his actual fight to come and hit you. Which can be kind of annoying, but with a well-placed air dash, you should be able to take him out. Like this. Now we're coming up on a sub-tank here in just a moment. Jump up here, and blink and you'll miss it, but it was there, I promise. And thankfully we get a full heal before heading in. Ugh, he's still after me. Enough already. We settled this now. He is weak to Frost Walrus's weapon, but I did not want to do this fight without double jump, because he's just high enough where you can't hit him with the downward slash unless you double jump. And get to hear that little yeah all the time. But once you can get him like this, and you're fast enough, you'll just lock him in here. This does make the fight kinda slow, but just for safety reasons we'll do it like this. As you can see, I'm starting to get bored, so he does have attacks that he'll do, I promise, but I think we only get to see one, which is this attack. This is his half-health attack. This is his standard one. He'll shoot out these stingrays, and they'll home in on your position, but they go out in one slice, so it doesn't really matter. I know I've said this before, but thank goodness they shortened the explosion time on the Mavericks. Oh, how do I say this? Hienkyaku. It's a, dang, what was it? Is this the air dash? I think this is the air dash that we just got. Basically, X has to get an upgrade for his air dash. All Zero has to do is fight some Maverick. He's like, I can do that now. It's only useful on a couple places. And excuse my yawning. Here we got Slash Beast's stage. It's on a train. And I'm surprised they didn't make this the auto-scroller. It does have one small gimmick at the beginning, which are these guys. They'll blow up the train. You gotta make sure you jump off before it flies away, all that. This stage can actually be pretty good for stocking up on sub-tank energy, at least in its second half, because you do get a right armor to mess around with, but we'll get to that. There's just lots of small enemies that go down in one hit in the stage. There are plenty of stages that, if you're playing as X, there's not too much of a difference, but this one I feel is always way more fun with Zero. Just plowing through everybody with the saber. And these turrets do actually do a decent amount of damage, so don't be like me and stand right on top of it when it's firing. And also don't be like me here. I have never died here before, but I guess I'm finally starting to understand what the recording curse really is. Let's try that one more time. I almost biff it again right after the mini-boss shows up. This is supposed to be one of the easiest ones. You just jump over there and it's a done deal, but I almost get actually destroyed. But yeah, it's pretty simple, especially with Dragoon's weapon. It's already good. And then we transition over to the next part of the stage. More train.
Ready.
There is a heart container that we'll be picking up here, but there's not really any gimmicks. It felt like they didn't know where to put this one, so they're just like, put it on top of the train, right in plain view of everything. Don't even have to destroy it or anything. It is so, like, impossible to miss this one. Here's our right armor, the same as in Dragoon's stage. There's just lots of small enemies you can destroy easily, and there's the heart container. It is just sitting there. Gonna outrun this right armor before it catches up to me, but whatever. So, back to that opening cutscene with Colonel. It didn't feel like Colonel wanted to fight there. It felt like he just wanted to talk. There was no indication from his his 4-word message that he gave for Zero to hear that he wanted to fight, Zero just kind of ran in and was all like, I'm disappointed in you, Colonel, because apparently the scriptwriters don't know how to put in commas either. Commas or periods or anything like that. And Colonel seemed very surprised that Zero was attacking him, so felt like things could have gone very differently if Zero wasn't so hot-headed. Oh, look at Sonic, I mean... You dared to attack my unit? I'm gonna enjoy fighting you. Slash Beast is a little difficult. I wouldn't say he's like the most... maybe. Since he doesn't really have a weakness. You could even start with him if you really wanted to, if you have all of his moves down. He's only got a few, you're gonna see all of them here. Most of the time he's just jumping and stomping on you. But he does have this move, where he'll go back and forth. He's got another one that you won't see here, where he like growls and jumps at you to grab you. He had that little kick that sends out the shockwaves that you saw just a second ago. And I don't know why I decided to stand inside of him. I usually don't get to dodge that, but it doesn't matter. Because there he goes. Let's see if I can pronounce this one. Shipuga. Oh, that one's not too bad. Basically, when you're dashing, you press the attack button and you'll do a thing. And you may or may not see that in the next episode. I'll see you then.